Hello, it's Gomez from the LAN channel again. Yes, back with another kind of deck thing. This actually is another viewer deck. Vaszagod again, this is from. They actually used it on me again during a stream to devastating effect. Cued the clip of me being devastated. I'm not going to lie. I cannot stop all of that. That's a lot of icicles man has in hand right now. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I guess I just died. There's the other suit! The perfection! Yeah, no, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. So much, so many things, which just added so much damage. Well, so as Trundle was not affected by the latest balance patch, luckily this is why this is an okay deck to still kind of run. And so let's get into Spooky Trundles. So the deck actually named by Vaszagod is Spooky Smorc. Understandable because it is a spooky Trundle deck. Now the interesting thing about running this is that what I've noticed is a lot of people are expecting the standard kind of Trundle deck. So they're expecting, because obviously don't get me wrong, the Trundle deck that's out at this moment in time, the one that has War Mothers and Tryndamere, really powerful, especially considering the fact that Tryndamere, you can use Atrocity on him, like to level him, like you can use Atrocity to smash damage in and it levels him up, but he still stays in the field and he's doing that overwhelm damage. There's so many different combos in that War Mothers deck that are devastating, and if you want me to do a video on it, I will cover that deck a little bit more in terms of detail, all the good key parts and what. Because let's face it, at this moment in time, Trundle's not been hit. Lee got hit a little bit, and obviously Make It Rain. So that kind of pirate deck, like kind of like that removal that they had, early game removal, is like slightly been hit with an extra cost. So if you want me to get into that, I will do. But let's get into this deck. So obviously it's running a lot of the things that you wouldn't expect in this kind of, like what I say is in a Trundle deck, in a Trundle kind of deck, because normally you expect ramp, so you're expecting there to be the stones, you're expecting there to be avalanche and things along those lines, and admittedly that's what your opponent immediately thinks the second that they see that you're playing Trundle. But it is Trundle with Thrasher. They must know there's a difference in there rather than you playing it with Tryndamere. So you got your early games so that you can at least defend yourself. There's draw, that's also getting a buff through. Draw yet again. This is just as a little kind of to stop if you see that there's like an opponent's got like quite a big minion that's going to be attacking or whatnot. It's kind of like to stop and stall, because this game is a bit of a stall to your end game. So in a manner of speaking, the same as a which it ramp deck, you're trying to stun for your end game. So Vile Feast here. See, Vile Feast has been taken over what's his face? Unspeakable Horror. Most likely because at least it puts a body on the board immediately for defense, because this is all about more defense rather than things. So I can see that. I'm guessing that's why Vaszagod. Yet again, this is, as I said, this is a deck by a viewer, Vaszagod. They played me on stream, so this is which it's, so we're going through their deck as was built by them and going through it bit by bit, because I like doing viewer decks from time to time. So it's good to see these were kind of things, especially this one. I got devastated by this one on stream. Just more stall, healing, chronicler. Now, so what you're trying to do here is, this sounds really weird, right? You want Trundle to die. You want Trundle to die, and you want Trundle to die several times. So what you want to be doing is you can either use Ruin on Trundle, or you can use Ruin on Rekindler once Trundle's dead, so that the Rekindler then brings back a Trundle. Because the idea of it, as I said, is it literally is build as many Trundles as possible, wipe the board potentially with Ruination, or just let the board, like let your opponent do all the trade-offs if they want, and then boom, Harrowing. Harrowing is where this is the win condition of the deck. Boom, you throw that out, loads of Trundles then appear, but every single Trundle appearing is actually putting an ice pillar in your hand, because every single one, as soon as he gets summoned, boom, 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 boom. And so the leveled up version of him is literally grant me +1 for every 8 costs you behold. So obviously all those 8 costs ice things that you've just put in your hand are all counting towards that. So what you want to be doing, so the whole purpose of this deck is level up Trundle, let Trundle die several times, and then boom, hit them with the heroin, and then just smash forward with unbelievable trollish rage, because it is which is devastating. So yeah, so you got a little bit of ramp with heals in there, but the majority of it is just trying to hold back your opponent until you get Trundle up, level him up, and then kill him so many times, and then bring him back with heroin, as well as there's a little bit of removal on the other side of the field as well with vengeance and that. So yeah. Also remember that you can, depending on what you're against, like this is one of these things where you need to be judging what you're up against. If you're up against Targon and the heal deck, remember that if you're using Vengeance, you kind of want to be having a Vial as a thing in hand as well, so that you can, if they go for a Bastion, you can do that, or even what you call it, Flash Freeze as well, just to target them again, so that you can get rid of that spell shield to be able to kill it. If you're, so that's just to know if you're against that kind of a deck with Targon. Because Bastion is always one thing that you have to look out for, those kind of things. Other than that, because obviously also something that's going to proc them if you go for a Ruination move and you see that they then put a Bastion. So that it's using your knowledge of the game, using your knowledge of what things can be countered, and then just working your way through. So basically, your standard kind of mulligan is you do kind of want to be going for your low cost cards, because you want to be trying to get in a little bit of damage if you can early game, or just early defense as well as buff and draw. So yeah, you don't have to be like a mulligan in for like the big or ramp or anything like that, because there's no massive ramp other than obviously the healing ramp that's in here. So anyway, let's get, I hope that I love it when I do video decks. So just so that you know, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram, I'm active on all of them. So yes, this was from Twitch. This was a viewer who jeweled me. I'm always up for viewers jeweling me, and then if I like your deck a lot, I might ask you for permission to make a video on it, like I've asked Vaszagod for permission to make this video. So yes, I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, so if you want to come catch the action live, jewel me, come up with deck ideas, just watch and be hopefully maybe entertained by my stupidity, then please feel free to pop along. As I said, there's currently, the giveaway is tomorrow the giveaway for this Thrash Lantern. So the last time for you to possibly get involved with this giveaway, so I will play the short advertisement which explains how to get involved with that if you want to. But yes, tomorrow is where we're going to be giving away 2 of those. So yeah, it's your last chance to get involved this month for Spooky Halloween, and what better way to leave off Spooky Halloween than with a spooky what's his face deck, Trundle deck. Anyway, cute little brief advertisement. We are in the spooky month of October, and so Gomez is doing a giveaway where he's giving away 2 of these lamps. So they do light up. Quickly, cue light up action. Yes, so I'm giving away 2 of these. One of them can just go to anyone who just does the giveaway thing, so I will quickly demonstrate. If you go into the bottom corner and click on the nuts, as you're watching, you're collecting nuts, and you can redeem them. You can redeem as many giveaway tickets as you want, because all those names will go into the random generator at the end, and then whoever, which it just at the end of the month, whatever name comes up, you're getting 1 of these lamps. And then the second one is going to be only for subscribers. So literally all you got to do is subscribe, and then if you do so, then it puts you into the pool. Yet again, it'd be a random draw just out of the subscribers to see who gets the second one of these lamps. But also, if we reach our subscriber goal, Gomez will be playing some horror games, and that's just going to be good times for all of you and terrible times for me, most likely. So have fun. This month is all about having fun, good times, Legends of Runeterra and everything else. So thank you, and next until we speak again, which will be in moments when this advert ends. So as I said, if you want to get involved with that competition, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to get involved, now's the time to do so, because it's the last bit. But yes, I'm on Twitch. There's also the Discord down below if you want to join that, so that because the whole idea is about fostering a community of like-minded people who love playing Runeterra, love playing games in general, and just love having a good time. And that's what this community, that's what the whole LAN community is supposed to be based on. Also, I want to thank you for the overwhelming support. I have said that I want to hit either 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or 1,000 followers on Twitch by the end of the year. And so far, we've been getting very close on both of those compared to where I started at and where I'm at now. Thank you. The support has been amazing. So if you want to get involved with that, you want to hit that follow, you want to hit that subscribe, please. It means the world to me. You do not understand how much it means to me. Literally, I'm honestly flabbergasted. Weird word that you don't hear that much about the overwhelming support that you're thrown to a weird mustachio, curly-haired man. But I'm hoping to. All I want to do is bring entertainment to you. That's what I want to do. So if you want to get involved with that, please feel free. But anyway, Let's see how this deck do. Okay, so Ashe Sejuani with obviously the Noxus, so expect it. The thing is, like, I can't remember. Might actually keep one of those ramps. I'm gonna keep a Sentry. I'm gonna keep my Glimpse. I mean, that's gonna be very good for when he's got a Boulder Yetis, and then just go, yeah, none of that. The only problem is I wish I had a turn. I wish I had my own Omen Hawk, so because he just goes for an open attack here, I would assume. Okay, he doesn't. Fair enough.
Secure the kill.
If they're out there, I'll spot them.
I honestly thought he was going to go for an open attack. He went a bit greedy then by throwing out the... I mean, I guess if you assume this is a kind of Trundle deck, you'd assume that there's not got the... I'm actually going to take the trade. The one thing that this deck doesn't have is... what's his face? I noticed it because I noticed it when I was looking at the film sheet. The one thing this deck doesn't have is why can't I think of the bloody name of it? The 5 cost, do 1 damage to everyone and heal. Oh, why is my mind not working with me today? Whale, yeah, weeping whale, whatever it is. The whale, basically. That's the one thing that I noticed this deck doesn't have. There is actually a really nice healing spell, as well as the fact that it can go against aggro, so maybe that could be put into this deck, but I'm running it as Vaszagod gave it to me, so I'm not going to make changes to it at the moment. Right, so we could, I mean, the problem is throwing Tavern Keeper out. You don't really want to be doing that right now, do you? I guess we go, let him do the trade-off, and then use Glimpse.
Cut them apart.
I'm through waiting. Leaping into action.
It still means that he's not getting that little bit of damage in. Plus, we do have things. We could technically use Flash Freeze as well. Potentially, we should have used Flash Freeze. We do have a Ruination in hand. I'm really hoping that we top deck. I'm really hoping that he puts like some Yetis out and that, because obviously he's got. I want more. This is not enough. This is not enough for this Ruination right now. Could throw Thrash out to try and trade up things actually and try and make the board slightly more level. We could even throw that. I'll throw the Trundle out. Don't you throw the Trundle out because of his regeneration. Just gives him that little extra kick, as well as the fact that we do have a Flash Freeze if they've got some shenanigans planned.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Ah, they see my Frostbite and they raise me Frostbite. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. No, there's no. I mean, I could attack forward, but what would be the point? Right, we are now getting scary times, but we do have the Ruination. We just need to hope they screw up and play a card. Go on, play your Ashe. Play your Ashe or Sejuani. You know you want to.
Glory.
Damn it!
You're mine.
Right. So we can block you. Leaves us with 3 health. We could technically. I want to see what he does, because I do actually have some Innkeepers. I can stabilize my health slightly more than this. Okay, so he's going with that. I mean, potentially we could just go with a Ruination move. Or do we wait until we level up Trundle at least, and then go with the Ruination move? That might be slightly better for us. Because I kind of want him to throw his Assessor out. Actually, no, do I? Because that gives him significant draw. I don't want him to throw his Assessor out, really, do I? Because I mean, we could just go with a Ruination move right here, right now. That wouldn't exactly be the worst plan. Obviously, I would like to get one of his champions in the mix. But you don't always get what you want. It's either do that or use this so that we can use Ice Pillar next turn. So we get ourselves that little bit closer so that we can use Ice Pillar next turn. Potentially heal up our core slightly and then make the decisions from there. I do feel like the Ruination move really comes out very soon. The question is whether or not I heal my health up that little tiny bit more. God, I'll do it. I might end up regretting playing that, but basically the idea is throw Ice Pillar out into Ruination. So as long as I've kept enough mana, because that's going to refill me to 8. As long as I've kept enough to use that, that's fine. Plus, we do actually now, we've now top decked the Rekindler, so that just makes that an even nicer move now. So play the Ice, let him make a move. Hopefully he throws the Sejuani Ashe down, and then Ruination. That's the plan. That's our plan right now. Assessor does still get him 2 cards. It's whether or not he gets greedy and decides he wants to throw an Ashe or Sejuani out, so the Assessor will then get more.
It is me!
It is me! And I mean, we definitely go for the attack first, I feel. Just in case he's got a little bit more resource that we want to kind of like get out of there. So we'll kill the Yeti. Because we could have gone for the Ruination move immediately, but I just want to see whether he's hiding anything else that he wants to play this turn. I mean, obviously this is still a really good Ruination move to use. Yes, get rid of your resource. Yes, all of you. I mean, all he's doing now is revealing to me what's in that his hand is like nothing, and the fact that we are now about to Ruination, so Assessor, because obviously he's thinking, oh, Assessor, I'm gonna get 3 cards out of this. Not today, mate. Not today, Yugi boy. You don't stand a ghost of a chance. I mean, so he's gone for all that resource to 1 card. It's not gone well. I feel like the concede happens. We're on 9 health, by the way. We're on 9 health, and that's ridiculous. But now the fact this got he's like, nah, I'm done. Done. Spooky Trundle. Nah, mate. None of that. Oh, just throw the other. Actually, no, we can't throw another Trundle. Listen, I'm gonna go for the attack. Go for the attack. There's no reason not to. But I feel like he knows. He knows the jig is up, right? He must do. There's no point in me throwing Thrash. I mean, Thrash just dies. Actually, I guess we throw Thrash out as bait. We throw Thrash out as bait because we do have Blast Rays. So if he does try to kill Thrash, then we just go, meh! Ooh! I mean... I see your move, and I raise you! Move does not happen. Okay. I mean, that has stopped us from being able to save Thrash's life, but it was worth it just for that. Ooh! Oh, this has gone big now. This has gone big. I mean, I commend them for still carrying on with the bit. Potentially Trundle spell right now. Kills this, reduces the attack that's going to be coming in from here. Hilariously enough, I could still throw Trundle in the way. I'll throw Trundle in the way, then go for Harrowing next turn. Or do we throw Rekindler in the way? Actually, no, we throw Trundle in the way.
Nothing's tougher than a troll.
Throw Trundle in the way. I don't mind this, because then it means that next turn... So it's going into our attack turn, right? So... what we'll do is... do this. Both these trade off more souls for the jar. Not enough souls for the jar, but more souls for the jar. Because that's only he needs to get. I mean, because we get 2 Trundles back, right? Because we had 2 Trundles die. So all we need to do is survive long enough that we can use Harrowing. I mean, we could just go for an open attack right now and win, right? But where would the fun be in that? So let's go with the Harrowing finisher move, get our Trundles back, get all those ice blocks in hand, and then just go. Significant ice in hand. This is when we find out that he's got like some weird way that that feels you, but literally we get to have our attack. Yeah, no, GG. So, lovely finisher. Lovely finish. It was that ruination move just completely ruined. It ruined him, okay? The ruination ruined him. Yeah, that's fine. Normally what you want to be doing is you want to be letting the Rekindler die so that you can bring back a Trundle that's going to stay on the board. But I was looking at my health, I was looking at the fact that he had overwhelmed damage, and that's why I sacrificed the Trundler when I did. Right. So what are we up against again? Pirates. Do I want to keep the Ruination back just because I know that pirates are afoot? I feel like if he builds up a big board, then Ruination's going to be really funny to take it away from him. I feel like that's, we keep that for this matchup because we know there's no Withering Whale in this deck, so you've kind of got to take your removal where you can find it. And so, against the deck that we're against, I don't actually mind keeping Ruination. Because if he builds a board. Ooh, parlay! Right. Let's just get him close to that level up, it's understandable.
There's plenty of killing there. A true Freljordian.
I can't just let him get free attack on my court. Like, he's already got one hit. I'm not going to let him just have free attack for free there. In case he's got another parlay, he could have a Make It Rain as well, but I'd rather him waste his Make It Rain on just hitting this in core than also hitting the Sentry. See, look, now I'm getting my early game stuff going. This is nice. This is nice. Ooh. See, that would have been a far more devastating thing if I would have played my Sentry than he would have played this with that, and then boom, 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 boom. The explosions everywhere. Okay. We know we've got the Ruination. We know we've got the Ruination. Just keep it back. Hide it, hide it. The parlay! Right, so I could flash freeze. I could flash freeze, but is it really worth it? Is it worth the boost so that we'll be on 6 next turn? A little bit of heals gets us on 6, because next turn with full spell mana we still wouldn't have been able to use Ruination anyway. So I could have kept the spell mana and said, oh, but the Ruination whip, it's like, I wouldn't have been able to use it next turn anyway, so I would have been on 5. I would have been on 5 with that. And so I need to be on 6 with that. Ooh, Trundle's very nice right now.
The trolls are going.
Potentially this might have been the move I should have kept back on, because obviously, like, we would have been able to Ruination. So maybe that was.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
Oof. I feel like we attack forward here because I mean the regeneration. There's not too much he's gonna be able to do about that, so that's fine. We've still got heals. We've got Ruination. We've got a way of killing Trundle and bringing another. I mean, we've got another Trundle was in hand. I mean, we could just use Trundle's spell to clear the board. Or do we lie in wait? I feel like we lie in wait that he doesn't realise what's actually no. Do we just go with the board wipe right now? He's got an aggressive stance. He's got an aggressive stance. Let's not be silly. Let's just go with the wipe the board. Wipe the board. Start from fresh. Let's do this. I mean, he's still got enough mana to be able to actually still put things on this board and still like pose a threat. So it's not like it's the worst thing that's happened to him. But as long as I can get that ice pillar out. Yeah, so he wanted to make sure that the keg still got some use. As well as the fact that he made sure he hit into my core, so he was making sure that that Gangplank... He can't actually play Gangplank this turn, but he could have still played Twisted Fate. If he had Twisted Fate. Which maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Okay, so throw the ice pillar down, just so that we make sure we get the level up. And then we can kill Trundle to make another Trundle, so we already know there's one dead Trundle in that corpse pile of Trundles that we want to make. That's what he stole from us? Devastating. I'm not gonna lie. Everything he could have stole from us, it's devastating. I mean, he doesn't realise that that slightly works towards the game plan, but at the same point, he has also stopped me from creating another Trundle while killing Trundle, so smart moves.
In Avarosa's name.
I don't really want. I could use this on this for draw, but it's not really what I want to be doing. I'm not gonna lie. Not when I can use Glimpse now. I mean, I guess I could have used it and then, because I can still have used Glimpse on the one that the Chronicler would have made, so. The only problem here is whether or not he's got another Make It Rain, so if I go for a Glimpse movie, then like I basically have to use the Glimpse as the counter. See, look. Glimpse as counter. We can still kill this Twisted in either way. Either way, we've also got heals to be able to heal ourselves back up again. But I'm assuming that he wanted to use red card because he's got more steals. He's got more steals in that hand. Yep, wants to deny the draw. Wants to deny the draw. Fair play.
Something for all.
So I'm assuming that there's a steal card in here, right? Do we just go with the kill card? I want to see what he does. There's actually no downside to him hitting into the ice pillar because he would just be weakening it. I mean, admittedly, he might be thinking that I have something back, but I just don't like a Twisted Fate being on the ball. Twisted Fate, the second he levels up, the devastate. He's already got a leveled up Gangplank, but the second that Twisted levels up, just like shit hits the fan. Shit hits the fan and shit hits the fan unbelievably quickly. Oh, Riptide Rex, Riptide Rex, Riptide Rex.
Ready, Rex?
He said he wasn't ready yet. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. I mean, I could Ruination, but I really don't want to be Ruination. I wait until he plays the Gangplank, right? Because we do actually have counters to the Riptide. We do actually have counters to the Riptide in terms of if he were just to go for an attack forward. We could just throw the ice in front of him. We could do this. We've actually got a few counters that he might not be expecting. Now that the Gangplank is dropped though, the Spirit World calls. We could have actually waited. He's still got 2 cards in hand that are definitely usable, so could have waited. Maybe should have. But we do still have, if he throws anything else out, we do still have a flash freeze, so it's not the worst. So he's one Twisted Fate down, he's one Gangplank down. He might even just have another Gangplank in hand. He goes, man, second Gangplank. Right, that's the other Ruination. I need my Trundles. I need my drawer because literally there's only one of them on the corpse pile right now. It's not worth it. Potentially we could have gone for the heals. I could have actually just used this just to heal my core slightly. Where the hell is our draw today? Such a poor man's Make It Rain, but he's using that so that he can hit my core so that he can hit a plunder move, I'm guessing. There's got to be a plunder move in there. I've got to go with this just to get my health into some respect, because there is always the decimates, so you need to kind of keep yourself out of that 4 range.
Started without me.
Ye started without me. Well, there you go. Just so you don't feel left out. Here, I have a spider to play with.
Let's get to it.
We could flash freeze just so that we keep the spider defense, but we do still have Ruination. I mean, we do have 2 more heroines in the deck. It's more the fact that, like, you know, I really want more Trundles to be on this corpse pile before I start using it. This has been a game of piratey aggression versus control hoping, but just like not drawing what we need to draw. There's a Trundle. The trolls are going to war, boys. Right. Now that means that even if he has got Gangplank, it's a harder move to make because like basically Trundle can trade off with Gangplank very easily. That's his last. That's his last make it rain, right? That's his last make it rain. So is it actually? I'm just gonna go. The trolls are going to war. Okay. That's actually so. That's now. Wait a minute. That's only two Trundles on the corpse pile, right? That's 2 Trundles. Ah, 3 Trundles on the corpse pile. I mean, Harrowing next turn is the move, right? 3 Trundles on the corpse pile. I've still got a flash freeze, so this isn't game over yet. We let him do his attack forward flash. Oh no, shit! It was his attack. Sorry, thought it was my attack turn. Oh, sorry, hold on. I thought it was Okay. Just stop both of the attacks. Whoa, steady boys, steady there, boys. As long as we keep enough mana, for Vaszagod. Are you ready? Are you ready to see what you're about to see, my friend? Because I don't think that you are ready for what is about to become. Yes. 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 I mean, this is now the move. This is the devastating finisher of this deck. Prepare to have so many icicles in hand. Come on, let it happen. Don't just concede. Let this happen. Let the magic happen. Let the music play. Please don't just concede. Come on. Come on. Let this happen. Spooky. So many, and now allow me to have so many icicles in hand. So much buff is about. So many buff troll boys about to take place. Has he got another Riptide Rex? Is this the third? Oh, the third and final Riptide Rex. Is it enough? Is it enough? It's never enough. No, it's never enough. Right. A valiant effort. A valiant effort. But is it gonna stop the troll army? I mean, we could even make sure that that one of these Riptides goes over here, so that we know that we're gonna be getting the defense by that. So then just. Okay. That's no damage. that's a lot of damage there. Oh, we didn't even feel the corpse lantern as well. Devastating. That's a lot of damage. That is the devastation of this deck, that at the end of the game, if you've got enough Trundles on that Trundle corpse pile, just throwing that widget, that Harrowing out, Obviously, the main counter to this deck, and any kind of deck that kind of runs Harrowing, would be Unearned Passage. But nobody plays Unearned Passage, so you're absolutely fine. I say nobody, there's people running Unearned Passage, just like really niche, that really niche card. But no, it's a lot of fun to play. Obviously, as I already said, like War Mothers with Tryndamere is probably the more devastating deck at this moment in time, just because it's got that ramp, it's got that 100% end game of just like, as I said, you can even throw a Atrocity on top of Tryndamere and then be laughing, because then that levels him up, and then he could just attack for it. It's such a devastating deck. But this deck by Vaszagod is an amazing deck. Once you get that combo off, it just feels so good. And plus as well, you do get the confusion of people thinking that because it's a Trundle deck, it's going to be a ramp deck, and so that is actually something that you can play with, because your opponent's thinking, oh, there's going to be an avalanche, there's going to be this. There is none of that, and that is why it's an interesting deck. So thank you, Vaszagod, for posting that. If there's any decks that you guys want me to to go through, please let me know. Or if there's any changes you make to this deck, please let me know down below. As I said, a Withering Whale might be interesting to put in this deck, just for those like little trade-offs that, like, as well as the health boost. But I still do enjoy this deck. Anyway, what was I going to be saying? I've lost what I was doing. I do stream, that's what I was going to say, on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you want to get involved, please, link down below, hit that follow button, come join the action live and duel me, call me a bitch, watch and enjoy the entertainment live. It's all good times, and it's any deck suggestions, I'm always up for them while I'm streaming. What was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought now. This is all going terribly wrong. I'm so sorry. There's also the Discord if you want to join the Discord. Yep, like-minded people all come together, all Legend of Runeterra famous. You said if you want to join that, please feel free to, but do not feel forced. This is just all the options for you. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the overwhelming support. Until next time, I have been the Gomez. You have been the viewers, or the Lanners, if you consider yourself to be that legit part of the family. But anyway, until next time, bye. I said don't you do it! Okay. Is there literally anything that I could draw or that I could get from Flash of Brilliance that could save me? Save me! That doesn't save me! Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.